Solo Leveling is one of the best action anime of 2024. Is finally back with its second season. From a weak, soulful kid to an absolute chad of a man, Song Jin Woo's story is just getting started. So, in this episode, we get a few seconds of recap of the earlier season. Now, let's be real, you don't care about all that if you already watched season 1 recently. So let's just dive into the meat of the review.
何も要求しないこと
Song Jung-woo, his sister's friend, and other hunters entered a gate which suddenly went crazy. From a blue to a red gate, the team teleports into an ice dungeon, right? Where the wild things are. The wild things are, if you read the book, you already know. Bears, evil elves, and maybe more dangerous beings that is lurking in the dungeon. However, that's not the only problem we have getting into this season. Enter the brother of Hong Dong Sukok. I'm talking about the raid leader scammer from season 1. Huang Dong. Forgive me of the freaking pronunciation. It sucks, I know. The man is simply here to give the Song Jin Woo the work. The Song Jin Woo. But we should not underestimate this guy yet because it is confirmed, from season 1 that he is an S rank hunter. Whatever his powers are, he's gonna be a handful for our guy Jin Woo. Speaking of our main character, he has evolved so much since he gained his new powers and his shadow army. So let's see what happens the rest of the season, Look at the man flex his powers against the bears in the forest compared to the A rank tank group. Bro, I do not like the A-Rex tank. The dude sucks, bro. Which I find the least important part of the episode. We know how strong Jinwoo is, but we cannot forget the power dynamic between the lower and the higher ranks in the world of Solo Leveling. It's simple. The lower ranks are disrespected by the higher ranks, like the tank himself. You've seen the dude in the episode. How he doesn't like the E ranks, the D ranks, or the C ranks. He's deemed father, weak, and pathetic. The dude name is irrelevant, but his attitude toward those who are lower than him is similar to the other characters in season 1. Don't forget the guy, the scammer. The guy who almost smoked, quote unquote, Jing Woo and his friend of his, the rich boy. Remember Hoang Dusquak? Disgusting acts against lower ranks by, using and abusing them to get what he wants. King Daishik tries to kill Jin Woo and Co. for his own personal pleasure. Whether it's just a money thing, it wasn't even a money thing. He just wanna smoke pee because he likes it. He's twisted. You know what I'm saying? He's a real twisted dude. So he's very dangerous. Fortunately, not everybody is like those who I mentioned before. Kang, on the former partner, the blonde haired guy, call him Woo Jung Ho. I'm gonna butcher all these Korean names, man. I'm sorry. And the Flamehead, Baek Yun Ho. He is the senior, the CEO of the White Tiger Guild. Were shown to be some good dudes, and they show up in the same episode about the Red Gate. So you can tell that they're really concerned about other hunters' well-beings. On a familiar setting, professional setting, which is the action and the OST. Before Jinwoo debuted his army versus the Bears, he took care of his own group, who separated from the Ayo Kang Doofus, and supplied them with clothes and food. Yes, I'm talking about some good food. As a good leader, as a good leader should. He has everyone dressed comfortably in some warm coats because it's cold in the forest, and he fed them some bear meat. After smoking the bears in there, he killed some of them, chopped them up, had them eat it. Not with them to sit in the campfire, because there was, like I said, other enemies that he had to go and take out. What a dependable man he is, and resourceful. He then summons his shadow army to battle the bears. Every last one of them. Some with regular foot soldiers, someone with sorcerers, and he also had Igris on the side, ready for action, because nobody was a threat until the big boss finally revealed himself. I say it was a massacre. Boy, that bear was taking everyone out, excluding Jinwoo and Igris, of course. Soldiers were strong compared to the regular bears we saw, the polar bears. But the leader just showed everyone who's boss, dropping down the fodder left and right. It was crazy, it was nasty. Too bad Igris gotta send the big bad bear to the promised land. Don't forget, the new battle OST, while this crazy action going on, hits hard, man. It's a banger, and it shows how beastly Jinwoo's shadow army really is. But it shows how far Jinwoo needs to go to strengthen up his army, because the army he has now, I don't think it will do pretty well against the Ice Elves, which is like really, devious, smart, and we can't underestimate them, which we will get to in a moment. But we gotta give respect to Igris. He delivers the final blow to the boss, and Jinwoo offers nothing but praise, utter praise, to his general. Meanwhile, A-Tank is getting bodied, smushed, dusted by a group of Ice Elves. There's a few of them. And they had this dude running for his mama. This dude was scared less. The leader, or supposed leader, of the Ice Elves, riding on his horse, menacingly. The Ice leader and his elves was taking no prisoners. Come on, you gotta remember, look at the way his group was handling those hunters. Full of bloodthirstiness and joy. Something tells me that he won't be the final boss of this dungeon. Let's call it intuition. To bring everything all together, like turning water into ice. The episode overall was like an 8 out of 10. I really dig the animation, action, story, and OSTs going on in this episode. But the constant screen time of characters like the A-Tank and the other Jabba hunters mean nothing to me. Even the one healer chick in the episode, right? Remember that she peaked Jinwoo for being stronger than he actually is, based on his rank. Did nothing to the story. She offered no value, bro. This season has potential to do something amazing with the dungeon we are in right now. And I'm looking forward to more Jinwoo action. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more solo leveling content in the future. So, y'all be safe, be easy, and be chill.